Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, Handy Andy on Demand, and welcome back to a project run through over in the Woodstock area. We do so much work over here. We're up in Wingate actually, and so the customer had us come out. It's gonna be hard to see it in the video in this light, but this master window right here, the left side, that cut down 1x6 is rotted, so we can actually come in and just piece it. This homeowner, like a lot of homeowners, has been told, need to change out all their windows. You really don't. On a house like this, if you come in here with energy efficient windows and you seal this house up, you're going to run the risk of having mold issues inside. You're better off to just fix what you have. Even though these are older single pane windows, they're still in pretty good shape. There's a few little areas that we need to address, but you can take that money that you would have spent. And this is the problem with windows is you come out and you put the cheaper vinyl windows in here. You can get windows as cheap as $140 a piece plus installation. The problem with those windows is they're not going to take the heat. So like in this side of the house, we get a lot of sun exposure. Vinyl will warp, split, fade, crack. If you're going to change out the windows, I would advise her not to change the windows here. We can do it. Handy Andy changes windows too, but only when we have to. We can put in a nice Marvin window or Simonton window, top of the line, Pella, anything that you want, but they're expensive if you're going to do it right. And so to change all the windows in a house like this and do it with the right materials, you're looking at probably $20,000 to $30,000 in windows, versus you can do the cheap vinyl windows for $8,000 to $12,000, but it's not going to hold up. And we only recommend that if the windows are totally rotted out. We're the only company in Atlanta that, like here, she's got a rotted sash right here on this front bay window, and you can always see rotted wood when you see the wrinkling, like right here. See this? You can put your finger through it. And so if you're looking to get your house refinanced, like a lot of people are now, any rotted wood in the house, you want to jump and go ahead and get it done before the appraiser comes out. Anything that's obvious. They know the appraisers today are trained to look for rotted wood, so if they see that wrinkle, they know it's rotted, and more than likely they won't approve your loan without getting the repairs done. So you're better just do it on the front end with a company like ours. We're the only company in Atlanta that I know of that will router out this rotted wood and repair it with real wood. You can see the videos online. We get calls from realtors all the time because they can't find anybody that'll do this stuff. The painters will do it. They'll slap Bondo in there. It looks good for a few months and then it just falls out or it keeps rotting. The noses down here are rotted. This is a typical repair for us right in this area. So we just replaced that piece. And you can actually see on this window, if you look at the nose on this one, it rotted because it was set so it's tilted back towards the window and the water just drains inside that wall cavity. So it rotted. But we can fix all that stuff. So we're kind of a one call does all. My brother and I have been doing this for 30 years in Atlanta now. It's absolutely crazy. Hard to believe I'm getting that old. The window over the foyer right here, you can kind of see that wrinkling right here in this corner. So that piece is rotted out and we'll just piece it in again. The centers, the video is not showing it as well, but these two centers are rotted, so we can just angle cut those and repair them as well. When you see this kind of streaking down the gutters, all of his gutters are clogged. So we need to just go ahead and clear them and go through. And he's got these, and we hate seeing this, so many customers, when they build these houses, the builders add in corrugated pipe drain lines, and so you'll see like here, this downspout is connected to an underground corrugated pipe. It's completely clogged at this point, and that's what their problem is. Really, you gotta flush those things through once a year, and we do that too. So we're kind of a one call does all. We can go ahead and fix the gutters. You can see down here too, and when you go up into this corner, you can see the gutters actually pulled away from the house up here because of the weight of the water and the streaking. You can see more of it back here. This corner gutter needs to be sealed, and it's rotted the fascia and the soffit in this area right here. When you look up, a little easier to see it, but you can actually see where the fascia is rotted. See that circle of black right there? The fascia is what the gutter sits against. The soffit is the underside. And then you can see where they've got these corrugated drains again. The chimney's actually the one part of the house that just got abused, and so what we're going to suggest to them is we'll go ahead and do the repairs for right now on it, on the other side of it, the center, but they should really go ahead and budget to replace all of it. This is LP siding, and as you walk around the house, you'll see this side back here, the base of the siding, see the variation in the thickness, it's just starting to expand. So they want to save the rest of the siding and go ahead and clean it, hand paint it with one coat of the same color. It's going to take two coats if you want to change color, but only hand painting will seal these bottom edges, where the LP is actually 7 layers of compressed wood chips and glue. There's nothing defective about the siding. It's just the maintenance and the installation where they didn't caulk all the nail heads. So you can see kind of the circles in the siding. As the circles get darker, it lets you know that the siding's expanding. The nail's not moving, but the siding's expanding every time it rains. It gets a little bit of water. On the back side of, let me go up here real quick. And it's hard to notice some of this stuff, but if you look at this laundry room window right here, this left piece of trim, you could push your finger through it. I'll let the homeowner do that, but it's just rotted through. But the rest of it looks in pretty good shape. Again, you can see all the streaking off the gutter, so it's just cleaning those drain lines and reattaching this downspout right here that's separated again because of the weight of the water. You got to manage the water around your house or it'll cause you a lot of damage. And people tend to forget about the exterior of their homes. And this is really what she called us out here for. If you look up top here, Woody Woodpecker, my friends, we have them on commission. So we'd replace from where you see that big hole in the siding, one board down, all the way up to the top for now. And then we go ahead and budget to come back when they're ready to redo the whole chimney. That's really what it needs. But we're kind of just putting a band-aid on it for right now. I knocked a bunch of this drain line right here is probably a foundation drain. It was clogged with debris, so I just emptied it out. And again, you can kind of see the streaking. But you look at the side of the chimney and you look up, it's gonna be kind of hard to see it in the video, but see how thick that siding gets as you work? The shadow gets darker and thicker. It just lets you know it's expanded. When you can see 7 lines in the bottom of it, it's gone. And so when our guys come out, even just putting a ladder on that siding, it'll crush the siding. So they'll be careful to just do what they need to do up top and go from there. They've replaced these corner boards before. These are replacement boards, but you know, it's just so hard to find companies you can trust to maintain your house with anymore. Almost all these contractors out here are one-hit wonders. This side of the house gets a lot of weather. And you see a couple of boards like up underneath the window up here. That one right there probably should be replaced. But if they could budget to hand paint it, that would solve their problem. And you can see again the water issue with the gutter. See how the shadow is underneath that gutter? It's just pulled away from the house. They don't need new gutters. We just need to clean them and get them set up. Me and my brother and 30 guys running all over Metro Atlanta. We're relationship people, so just be patient with us. Getting us on the phone is always a headache. But once you're with us, it's a family business. So you value us, we value you. Pretty much do everything. You can find us at 770-912-2829. Or you can catch me personally sometimes at 770-265-9017. I'm 80. See you at the next house. Bye for now.